Hello, welcome to the stream. It's October 9th. This is a 2-hour track challenge premiere stream for September 30th. But we will start off with a little bit of Color Jumper. Because it's a fun little game to casually play and chat while for half an hour or so. Missing something on the screen here. Hang on. There we go. Alright, so I've been trying to get this on level 35 here. And I said I wouldn't use any skips. And I still do plan on trying to finish this level. But you may notice that level 36 is open. That's because I kind of bumped the button. I bumped the skip button while I was trying to set up for the stream today. But let's go into level 35. Try this insanity a bit more. Oh, jeez. I survived that. Oh, jeez, didn't survive that, though. Been trying to get through this level for the past few weeks. Slowly getting better, except when I do that. Oh, jeez. Whoops. Oh, come on. Oh. It's just bad time, that's all. Trying to fit Blue Rodeo into a, Color Jumper song there. Woo! Wow, I'm amazed. Okay. I got it! Yes! Oh, come on. So what is that, like 2 minutes in? I've been struggling with that, level for the past few weeks, and I finally got it. I remember Ben playing this level. Ow! I bit my lip, and and now it's swollen, and my teeth keep. I just ran right to the back of that. My teeth keep rubbing against this bite mark in the back of my lip. That looks evil. Oh, jeez, didn't even see those. I don't like these things anyway. Oh, jeez, I forgot about them. Okay, I think I can sit underneath the gunfire there. So I should just take a moment to relax. Don't you fall asleep, I fell right out of the gunfire. I should really tell my MacBook to just not turn its screen off. Or at least turn the, make it wait longer. Because I tend to stare at it, I tend to use it without touching it quite often. Like right now. I have the chat open on there. Whoop, a little bit too soon. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh! Okay. Oh, landed on that. Just about ran into the back of that. Ah, yeah. Come on. Cripes, cripes, cripes! I could block those. But I don't know what good that would do. At this point. Yeah, block that. Gotcha. Okay, this one looks evil. Okay, yep, that was evil. Ah. See, the thing is, blue's gonna be to the right when I get up there. Ah. That's one way to do it. Oh, jeez. Ah. Or just do that. Yeah. Gotta not jump too excitedly for this to work properly. Oh. I'm also kind of sticking close to the wall, which I don't think helps either. Oh, no, okay, that did help. Should I go stand on the top like I did last time? No. Oh, I got to the top and then kept going. Whoop. I'm sure the goal rotation is without getting to the top, or without doing that extra spin there. Not that I pay all that close attention to the rotation goal. Almost. That was just such a bad run that I decided to take a drink of water. Oh. There is a restart button in this game too. Ah. Oh. Ah, too far. Oh. Too many rotations. Too many jumps. Ah. Oh, really? Too high. Restart. For no reason. Yeah. I wonder if that is the intended way to do this. I just got that. Okay. What was What's this called? No, I didn't see. What is this Everest bullshit? Ah, fuck. Wow, I'm getting through a lot in this game today. I'm not used to that. Especially at this stage, I'm so bad at this game usually. What time is it? 7:14. Oh, come on. Hello. I don't see any reason to go down there, except to the fall. And then you can try to get back up. So I'm just gonna give up and restart. Oh, jeez. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Yep, that didn't work as planned. Great. Oh, fuck. I don't know that I exactly needed to restart, but you know what? I did anyway. Oh, Jesus. Okay, maybe I do need to come down here. That's how you do that. You gotta hit this wall first and then bounce off that. If I could bounce. Okay, seriously? What the fuck is wrong with me? What is wrong with me, seriously? I'll get this eventually, I think. Aha! Seriously? Did I fail on that? Nope, you don't go that way. Aha. Yes! The climb. It's the climb. Seriously, get out of my way. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez again. I wonder how slow that thing is. And why do I hit it so easily sometimes and other times just miss it so easily? There's the frequency. Yeah! Ah! Aha! Uh-oh. I jumped too late. Oh shit, seriously? Shit, son. Oh, come on. Dodged one into another. Oh, fuck. Those other guys good, except for the fact that I missed it. Oh. And into the block. The static, as I called it in 140. Oh, landed on a bullet. I keep forgetting my Twitch chat is right in front of me now. Used to be quite a ways over. Here we go down. Really? Oh, crap. Missed that. Oh, jeez. I remember about that red as I was landing on it. Oh, jeez. I just skipped to a good place and then bounced back. But tried too hard to skip to the good place again. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I'm getting really good at this first part. Oh, jumped into that. Nope, that's not getting really good at the first part because I looked away and lost my chance. Oh, shit. Saw it out of the bottom of my eye, panicked, and jumped into it. Ah, fuck. My mouth is getting dry, but I also feel like I'm on a roll here and I don't want to stop. Oh my gosh! crap. Oh, jumped right into that. Didn't jump there. Oh, really? This is challenging me to do this level in 12 seconds. Oh, crap. Okay. Now, other than getting thirsty, the clock is also telling me that I need... Fuck. I must move on with the premiere. So I'm gonna switch over stream data to premiere stuff, and I will be right back. Hello, and welcome to the 2 Hour Track Challenge premiere for September 30th, 2018. So the 2 Hour Track Challenge is something that I like to do usually every week. It's a challenge to make a track within the time limit of 2 hours. Force myself to maybe take some shortcuts. I also like to use this as a chance to experiment with something that maybe normally wouldn't do in some of my bigger projects that I have a little bit more time to work on. And also, it kind of forces me to, consider something complete, even if it's not perfect. As an artist, you're always going to be your most harsh critic. So that was giving me some problems with other projects. I never wanted to consider anything finished because I always heard imperfections. So this way I forced myself to consider things finished because 2 hours is up. But anyways, done with that rambling. What I like to do is do one of those every 2 weeks, like I said, or every week, like I said. And then 2 weeks later, I do this premiere live on Twitch, where I talk about sorry, I'm going to take a drink of water. My throat always gets dry as soon as I start talking here. Anyways, talk about the background of why I made the song like I did. I'll go into Ableton and actually break it down a little bit. And also, I'd like to finalize a title for the song. Just so that they're not all just a date, it's something easier to name it by. So, yeah. This song here, I did it on September 30th. I originally planned on... what was the date? I didn't write it down there. September 27th was my original plan to make that track, and that date is the day that Life is Strange 2 is originally sort of episode 1 of Life is Strange 2. I'm a big Life is Strange fan. I did have to delay the challenge because I had something else come up that night, so I did it on the 30th instead. But yeah, actually, the 30th is the day that I played the first little bit of episode 1 with my sister. But for this challenge, I wanted to, I guess, do something sort of inspired by Life is Strange in general. I had an acoustic bass just for a bass, or at least in the first little bit. Acoustic guitar. I wanted to start off with an acoustic guitar and then kind of flow from there into more of a like a synth and high vocals, kind of like you'd hear more in Before the Storm. So the problem with that, though, is I'm not very good at playing the guitar, especially the acoustic guitar. So I tried something here. I ended up splitting it into 2 tracks just to make it easier on myself. You actually can't hear anything because I haven't started this. Turn that down so we can share the airspace. So this is just the acoustic guitar, and you notice what I did here as sort of a cheat is I split it into 2 tracks. So I recorded one track where I was just doing the little picking piece. It also has a bit of a hammer on. And then I recorded another track where I just did the strumming. That gave me time to change chords and things like that. But, it's still falling apart at the end here. Which I think actually sounded kind of cool in the end. To make that a little bit weirder, I ended up actually panning the picking to the left a tiny little bit and the strumming to the right. So it's not like I'm trying to pretend that I did all that in the same take, it does switch channels a little bit. But after that's done, oh yeah, there's sound effects. I'll talk about that later. I have a drum channel here, and I don't think I actually put any drums in. Let me pull up Bass Drummer. Oh no, I did. That's right. The drums are in the second part here. Let me solo the drums because that was actually kind of cool. 17 is where that starts. Essentially, these are cymbal swells that I grabbed from the browser. It's just that I went in here and dragged the power hand from the cymbal over to the tom, and that tom in this every second one was this rack tom. I thought that was a pretty cool effect on the drums. Sort of ambient. This is actually even the ambient drum kit preset. And then there's this track that I called Nice Bass. It was essentially, I opened up Hybrid, found a preset that I just clicked a random preset, played something, and I kind of liked it, and it sounded kind of low, so I'm like, it's not really that low, but you know, I'm terrible at these things. Yeah. This thing here. And I think it sounds pretty nice. It sounded pretty low, so I decided maybe that would be my bass. Pick some chords. I think it's actually the same chords as the first bit, but I can't remember. And then I titled the track Flighty Vocals. It's essentially Allura doing a bunch of phrases. Why are you playing from there? Also, why are you not solid? I wanted some really slow, sort of spacey, airy sort of lines. And then I decided that this wasn't actually low enough. I still wanted something lower, so I ended up putting this piano in, and it's essentially a copy of Nice Bass, because Nice Bass was just this for now, for the time being. So I made a copy of that. It barely made a difference until I went in here and offset these a little bit. So you can see that's 0.2 off the start of the bar. And I also cranked up the velocity, so it's really slamming on the piano a little bit after Nice Bass starts. Which I think made a really cool effect. Now I did mention that this was just this at first. I did end up dragging the loop back to the first bit as well. Just because I felt like this first little bit needed it, and I think it made a really cool effect. So I'm happy I did that. There it is without it. That's kind of empty. That sounds better. Anyways, I guess I'll go look at these the sound effects group for now. At this point, I was originally going for. I went into my loose sound libraries for what the actual hell. Because I wanted to find some Rain Street sound effects. Because I know I have a sound library that has this stuff in it. And then while I was in there, I stumbled across Ben Burns' Delicates pack instead. And I just grabbed some random cough drop rapper fidgeting sounds and just threw it in. It almost sounds like more rain. But here they are together. And just add some layering in the background, I guess. Yeah, there's the rain and thunder one. Apparently I don't have Delicates in here. I must have grabbed that from Ben's Patreon, because I do get it through there as well. Oh, here it is. Just realized there was a link to it in his description of another one. Yeah. So then there's this last little bit here. Whoa, that's loud. This is a really simple little melody. It's just 1 3 5 8 5 3 1 3 5 blah blah blah, all that stuff. And originally I had that starting after part B, and with nothing else except for the sound effects. And when I recorded it, I was being really sloppy with it. So it wasn't really in time. I was just ignoring the clip altogether. The reason I did this, by the way, is because Daughter's song Flaws, which is using a couple scenes in Before the Storm, does that sort of thing. And that's one of the songs they wrote for the Before the Storm score. But then I ended up... It felt too sudden playing this whole part here, and then suddenly it's just piano and nothing else. What is going on here? Oh, it's still in the piano melody. So I dragged the piano back a little, or actually, I think I pulled the nice bass forward a little bit to do this loop again. And then I realized that it only does that chord, whatever that is, A minor, I think, ACE. I think that was the key, but it only does that once, and it was doing the A arpeggio, I guess. I don't know, the A melody twice here. So I dragged it back a little bit. That also made it feel less sudden, because the melody starts here. And then continues. Then it continues past the nice bass to end off the song. I think it sounds really nice. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this one. Now I need to finalize the title. It did end with a longer note there, but also it's been fading out ever since Nice Bass stopped. The master volume has just been slowly going down farther and farther to end the song. Yeah, so anyways, title. I have an idea in my sheet here, and the idea is Her New Flaws. The reason I thought of that is because I have this strange tradition every time I use Allura. Anywhere in a song, the word her has to be included in the title somewhere. And Flaws at the end of the title obviously is a reference to this melody here. And then I took those two ideas and was trying to think like what could I title it with that, and Her New Flaws came up because it's and if you think of the story of the original Life is Strange story with Max and Chloe, Max leaves, comes back, and Chloe's got these new flaws, I guess, in her life. So yeah, Her New Flaws. I think I'm gonna stick with that. So I will put that here. Her New Flaws. And I will give it another play here while I work on the video. It's just backwards. And to make a video of this, I need Inkscape. Well, I could probably do this without Inkscape, but I haven't set it up yet. Whoop, that's not what I want to do. There. So here's my template. What's the date on this? September 30th. Her New Flaws. Save that, export it for the 30th. And then I have a script somewhere around here. Change the date. 2018 09/30. 2018 09/30. 2018 09/30. Save. Oh, I still need that. Copy to a command prompt. I'm really happy with that song. It's also a bit longer than I tend to do on tour track challenges. It's three minutes long, but that also has to do with how slow it is. When there's a slower song, I tend to my slower songs tend to be longer than my faster songs, which I think is understandable. So here's the video. And it's gonna play the song again. It seems to have exported all right. That's all I wanted to see. So I will exit that. Yeah, I think one of the things that I like about this is, like, I think I kind of mentioned it earlier, but the acoustic guitar, my playing gets worse as the song progresses. But it's kind of like it falls apart into this really ethereal escape. You know what I mean? Like, guitar guitar's playing all right, and then it just falls apart and breaks open to let Jillian Versa, the vocalist, shine through. Yeah, so I'm gonna end off the stream here. So thank you for watching. I'm not gonna stream on Saturday this week just because I might have something going on. But I will be back next week with the first 2-hour track challenge premiere for October. And actually, that one's got a new Ben Burns sample pack in it because there's a new sample pack that week. Also a new monthly challenge. I kind of doubled up on the challenge there. So anyways, if you want to watch that live, that will be on my Twitch channel. If not, well, there will be a link to the premiere in the description of the song. That's the only place I have that for now. But do plan on getting more later. I'm rambling again. If you want to hang out with the Discord, there's also a link down below. But other than that, I will see you around, and have a good life.